Joining us now is House DOGE Subcommittee member, Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchett. Good to see you, Congressman. Thanks for being here. So this is the real question. How do you codify all those cuts that DOGE came up with? Next week, you have OMB Director Russ Vought coming out to Congress, giving you a $9.4 billion package for rescission to get some of that money back. Do you think those rescission packages, maybe including impounding, will eventually add up to $175 billion?
I think it'll add up to a lot more than that. And the problem you have is Congress just needs to get some guts. The reason we're not doing NPR, defunding them in public television is because they don't think the bill will pass. You don't have enough Republicans with the guts to put their money where their mouth is. That's the bottom line. It doesn't get me a lot of friends in Washington, but that's the truth. We talk real tough. We come home to our Reagan Day and MAGA Day dinners and Lincoln Day dinners, throw the red meat out, and then we vote our country down the path every dadgum time. They ought to put a medal on Elon Musk's dadgum chest. The guy did great work. A lot of the things we're seeing is I have a bill to defund the Taliban. We send them around $40 million a week of yours and my tax dollars. State Department have a memo, about a 5-page memo, says it's close to $5 billion total. And yet it's like pulling teeth. It's been over a year since I could get this through Congress. The reason why? The NGOs, non-government organizations, we have close to 1,000 there working out of Afghanistan. And the money, where did Elon tell us the money was flowing? Right back to Washington, and it's possibly going into politicians' pockets. And it's, in the past, we've seen this thing going back into campaigns, but it's on both sides of the aisle. If you got a Republican doing it or a Democrat, dadgum, I hope they put them in handcuffs and take them out of the Capitol. I will cheer that day.
Every Republican loses the right, in my book, to say, we have a spending problem, not a revenue problem, because they're not doing anything about the spending. $150 billion cut per year covers the interest on our national debt for a month and a half. That is it.
Correct.
And any money that we borrow, I don't believe in the justice of government spending money, whether it's my money or whether it's borrowed on my back, because you're siphoning money away from an opportunity in the hands of somebody like the next Elon Musk. You're siphoning away from private industry, that opportunity. And ultimately, it will drive up interest rates for everybody, credit cards, home mortgages, and it will also cause people's taxes to go up, because the middle class will end up bearing the burden of all of this. And nobody has woken up to it. Final word, Congressman.
Man, I couldn't agree with you more. You and I are on the back row at the Baptist church yelling amen with our hands in the air. Again, we're trying to spend ourselves into prosperity. We talk real tough, but when the doors are shut, when America can't see, the only color we see is green. We're spending our great-grandchildren's money. We borrow everything we've got right now. All the money we sent to Ukraine, I didn't vote for any of it. But every dadgum dollar has been borrowed. Imagine that, over $200 billion. Every 100 days, we add up another $1 trillion in debt. That's how big it is. Congress needs to get some guts. People need to get energized and realize and quit passing these monstrous 3,000-page spending bills. We need individual spending bills like we do in Tennessee. That's why we have a dadgum balanced budget. And the politicians answer to the people. Washington, D.C., we don't answer to anybody except the K Street lobbyists. And that's why we're in bed with them. That's why China's in everything, because we don't have the guts to cut anything.
Congressman Tim Burchett, great to see you, sir.
Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dougie.